It is Monday, December 9th. Do I need to say 2024? I don't know. It's Monday, December 9th. I am tired, just low energy. And like I feel like cold in terms of like my voice. I don't feel warmed up before the warm up. Like to my own sound, I sound like there's some fry or rasp in my throat. We'll see if that comes through. Maybe if I like, well, maybe this warm up will take care of that. Isn't that what it's supposed to do? Okay, so week 2. Last week went pretty well, and I'm hoping that this week will go well. I wanted to set some new or different or additional goals for this week, but I couldn't really find much online that wasn't about like these basic warm-up things that I've been doing, with some modifications to them. But essentially it's still the same thing. So I guess this is just what it's going to be for a month. Like again, for week 3, I'll try to look for some other things to work on. I really wanted to find something about how like to speak with your diaphragm or work on vowel pronunciation. I really do think that I'm going to need to work on my vowels, but like beyond saying that, I don't know how to do that. I have no idea how to change my accent, I guess, or if I even should be trying to change my accent. Yeah. So, same neck and shoulder rollouts for this week. Same process of massaging out my cheeks and doing my gum chews and soft resonant humming. And did I intentionally get rid of? No, and some modified lip trills, some modified tongue trills, warming up my tongue, continuing to try and strengthen my tongue. And then oh, there is two new things. You'll see when we get there. I am adding 2 new things this week to what I was already doing. And then all new tongue twisters. They're pretty much all much shorter than the past week's tongue twisters. Some of them are going to challenge me, and some of them I don't know if they're going to challenge me, but we're going to use them. They came via Darren McStay and his YouTube channel. That's Young British Guy is what I've been calling him. And then I'll finish. Well, for right now, tonight I don't have anything else. Did I already say that it's 7:30? I don't have anything else tonight, so I'm going to continue to read that excerpt that I was reading. Even though, like, I don't like that excerpt. It's boring. So I'm going to look for something else to read this week to listen to the sound of my voice, the vowels again. But so, well, that's last week's. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we go. Neck and shoulder rolls. I'm just going to take my headphones off for this because there is no reason for me to have them on. All right, here we go. I have been really enjoying this. Well, I've been enjoying all of it, but this in particular. Oh, the crinklies are back. Still not as bad as on day one. That was crazy. Ooh, a little lightheaded. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, massaging out cheeks and gums. I can take these back off. Okay. Ah. 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 Using the balls of my thumbs, seems to be the most effective way to hit these jaw muscles that are really sore. So, like pushing directly on them with my finger seems to have also worked. Gum chews. Now I'm gonna put on my headphones. For real this time. For real this time. To do lip trills. So, so this other guy on YouTube, where's his name? I actually wrote his name down. Eric Arsenault, maybe? Am I pronouncing that correctly? If I am not, I am sorry. It's Arceneau, Eric Arsenault. He suggested some changes to my lip trill warm up. So I'm going to do basic lip trills, but I'm going to be doing them while shaking my head no back and forth, sort of really exaggerated. And this is supposedly to help relax the neck and shoulders and to more effectively connect my breath in my belly with what's going on here with my mouth, my voice. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna do back and forth lip trills, shaking my head no. I lost myself. And then lip trills, high note down into a low note, still while shaking my head no. Then low note to a high note lip trills, shaking my head no. And then and doing 4 or 5 note scales up and down with a lip trill. Oh, let's just tackle that because that was a lot. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Right, lip trills, yeah. All right, I'm not going to do that too much. I'm going to make myself dizzy. High note to low note while shaking my head. All right. Low note to high note while shaking my head. They're kind of fun, actually. Cheeks and fingers to help make the B sound lip trill rather than a P sound lip trill. And we're going to do the 4 or 5 note scale up and down. All right. Oh my God. I skipped a whole bunch of stuff. Oh well, I'll finish that warm up and then I'll go backwards. We're going out of order. I think it'll be okay. Maybe. Okay. I have no sense of pitch. I lost it. Okay, we're backtracking now before we do the next thing. That's what I get for folding the paper. Oh no, we haven't. We're still going in order. Oh, it's been a day, folks. Tongue trills. This is just regular tongue trills. Okay. I'm going to do some soft resonant humming. I should have been doing the resonant humming before I did all of that. That's the part that we were out of order on, that I was missing anyway. All right, so hand on my chest so that I can feel it, the resonance, humming for those really deep notes. Oh my goodness, I don't have that low note. All right. Now returning to the place that I was at beforehand. Did my lip trills, did my tongue trills. What am I missing? Tongue warm up. It really does give the tongue a warm-up. All right, here is the new. Did I get everything? Nope. Okay. Oh, I'll save that for afterwards. Okay. These are called ya-ya exercises, and they are designed to create a fuller, richer tone to the voice, to help you produce clearer high notes. I am not a singer, so I'm not really thinking that I'm going to be trying to hit any high notes. Um, to reduce the need to feel like you have to push or strain to hit the high notes when you're singing. Again, not really relevant to me. But here's how it was described. You put your tongue out on the top of your bottom lip, not a little bit out, but like way out. Like really cover up your tongue. You try to let the jaw release, nice and relaxed. And then you also want to try to make sure that the jaw is still, it's not going up and down. And you can hold on to your chin with your knuckle, or just to make sure that it's not moving up and down when you're doing this. And then you're going to be saying ya with your tongue out and the jaw relaxed. And the ya should sound like you should hear a really clear ya sound. And you're going to go up and down a 5-note scale doing this. And I'm sure this is going to look utterly ridiculous. But here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, it's not even what I look like, it's what I sound like. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know how sharp that ya sound is. Let's try going down the scale. I'm not super musical, and I have like no ear for pitch or tone or whatever, so I apologize in advance to my future self as I'm listening to this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I have no idea if I'm doing those right or not. Trying my best. Might go back and rewatch the video. That certainly wouldn't hurt. Okay, and then exercises. So these are same 5-note scales up and down, but instead of saying yeah, you're saying with a staccato cut to each sound. So I don't know what this is supposed to help with, honestly, but I'm gonna do it because why the heck not? just glanced at myself. My mouth was really closed. Should be really open. Ah, 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 ah. Ah 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 getting into my low notes. Those are hard to hit when I'm not humming. Do I look shocked? All right, let's switch into the new tongue twisters. Again, thank you to Darren McStay, young British guy. So here we go. I didn't take notes on what these specifically are supposed to be helping me with. The first one is tease. You'll understand. So here it is. 10 typical tough tongue twisters to try. That doesn't feel very hard in my mouth to say. 10 typical tongue twisters to try. Oh, maybe because I'm skipping a word. 10 typical tough tongue twisters to try. 10 typical tough tongue twisters to try. Yep, the word tough really makes the difference. 10 typical tough tongue twisters to try. 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 A little bit of stumbling. Definitely can get better. Good. To my ears, I sound hoarse. All right. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. I spelled off wrong. Oops, typo. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. Oof. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. The transition from the P on trip to the TH of thrillingly is tricky. These 1,000 tricky tongue twisters trip thrillingly off the tongue. All right. This one's for R's. And I don't know if it's for vowels too. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. All right. Round the rough and ragged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. Rudely ran. Rudely is a word that I seem to have trouble saying. Round the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal rudely ran. All right. This one sounds like it's going to be really hard. It's really short, but it's going to be really hard, I think. A proper copper coffee pot. 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 My throat tightening up. A proper copper coffee pot. 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 Right. This next one isn't well, I guess it is a tongue twister, but it's just 2 words and you repeat it over and over and over and over and over again until, I guess, until you screw it up, which might be the first, second, or third. Who knows? We'll give it a try. And the 2 words that you're trying to say over and over again are truly rural. So I'm probably not going to be saying them very fast this first time that I'm going through these. Truly rural, 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 truly rural. My God. Have you ever had the phenomenon where you say a word over and over and over again and it just starts sounding weird, like bizarre, like alien, the word? Yeah, that's happening. Truly rural. I better stop soon. This one is going to be as much of a mental challenge as like a physical challenge for my mouth. I feel like I'm losing my voice right now. I'm a little disconcerted by this, but I'm going to speak more softly. Maybe try to come a little bit closer to the mic and just work through this, but not speak with as much force. All right, here we go. Lesser leather, never weathered, wetter weather better. That's the tongue twister. That's a doozy. Lesser leather, never weathered, wetter weather better. 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 Lesser leather, never weathered, Lesser leather, never weathered, wetter weather better. That's a hard one. All right. And then a couple that I'm going to continue to work on from last week because I didn't get good at them, right? I'm still struggling with them, so I should still be working on them. And they're both S and SH. Surely Sylvia swims, shrieked Sammy, surprised. Someone should show Sylvia some strokes, so she shall not sink. Surely Sylvia swims, shrieked Sammy, surprised. Someone should show Sylvia some strokes, so she shall not sink. That was awful. Surely Sylvia swims, shrieked Sammy, surprised. Someone should show Sylvia some strokes, so she shall not sink. Right. She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. What's the difference? What changes in my mouth? She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. She sells seashells by the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. We're going to stop there and switch to the reading. This incredibly boring passage, but that's all right. In pursuit of happiness, we often find ourselves reflecting on what truly matters. Despite the challenges we face daily, it is essential for our well-being to find moments of peace. Life, with its unexpected twists and turns, requires us to stop and appreciate the simple joys.